Hello Libra, welcome to my channel and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I would also like to welcome Spirit into this reading and say thank you for the messages we are about to receive. This is a weekly reading for Libra from the 4th to the 10th of February 2019. Please don't forget to watch your moon and rising sign for a more complete picture. And if you like the decks I'm using, I put them in the description box, so have a look. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments if these messages resonate with you. So I'm starting off with this general energy read, and then I will do the general tarot read for you afterwards. Okay, let's see. So the first card is hand. So you're doing a lot of work right now involving your hands probably, and you're getting yourself very involved in it, it looks like you're using a lot of your skills that you learned. So whatever skills that you've had and whatever new skills that you've acquired, it looks like you've been using that quite a bit, and getting very, very involved, very hands-on the job and getting it on. So whatever job you're doing, you're very into it, you're working very hard at it, and you're using a lot of your skills that you have learned. So you've got the ship card over here that is talking about starting something new, launching out. Maybe you're doing something by yourself. So maybe you're doing some kind of project where you're solely responsible for it. You've started it, just started it now, and that's probably why you're very hands-on. This is almost like the magician card, the hand card. And the ship is launching a new project, starting something brand new, being in charge of it. So you're almost like the captain of that ship that you are launching. Now you've got the authority card over here. So you could be dealing with some kind of legal situation, or you could be dealing with people who are bullying you around and telling you what to do, and you're not prepared to listen to it. You can see this man's got a dog in his jacket over there, and it's almost and this dog is pretty angry here. So it's almost like you're listening to whatever they got to say, but you're not happy taking advice or taking they're pushing you around, and you're not happy to be pushed around. You want to do this project by yourself, you want to be completely involved in it, and you really don't want people pushing you around and telling you what to do. Now, in the past, you've got sculpturing, so you've been working very hard, focusing a lot on your work over here, and, just making sure that things get done. You can see also here being very hands-on, working with these tools, bringing about grow with abundance. So whatever you've been doing, you've been very focused on that work. And there seems to be somebody that has noticed your efforts. You're getting some recognition for it. This is the benefactor card. So maybe somebody's taken you under their wing. Maybe somebody's mentoring you at this particular moment. But certainly getting noted for whatever efforts and whatever differences, whatever different ideas that you're presenting, they're recognizing it as being something unique. And maybe this is the reason why you've gotten this new project coming in. So going into the future, you've got some issues going on with home. So whatever's going on with your work seems to be getting along, and you seem to be fine. You're in charge of a project, and that seems to be going along nicely, rolling on nicely. But there seems to be some issues coming up in the family. You've got the tree over here, which says dealing with family issues, family problems. But you've also got the house that is off its foundations. So you might be moving home, or there's some instability that is going on within your family life. There's some insecurity that is happening over there, and it's it's something that you can't control, because nobody can lift this house up. But it's also leaving you very, very, it's almost like you've been thrown out of the house and you have to fend for yourself. Kind of thing going on over here. So there's some issues going on with your security, maybe moving home or finding a new place to stay, and it's to do with that family home. So you might be leaving home as well. That could well be the case, and moving on to something different. But at the moment, it's left you, or it's about to, it's leaving you very, very insecure, feeling very lonely, unsupported at the moment, and without a base, without a foundation. So there's some family issues going on over there. Like I said, you might be moving home, or you might be relocating, or leaving the family home, or basically being told to leave the family home, or leave your present home. So, this is the Vikings Tarot, so let's see what's going on. Okay, there's quite a few major arcana in this deck, so there's big changes happening for you. So you've got the Ace of Wands over here. So you're going to somebody and asking them for advice, it seems. Somebody higher up than you. It could be a father figure. You've got a male figure over here. So you could be going and asking for advice on how to move forward. So you are starting something new. There is also, if this is Wands is about work and projects being done. So, you are maybe starting a new project and you're having to go up to people that are higher up than you and ask them for their support, their advice on how to do things, how to get things done. So it looks like you are turning to somebody higher than you for advice. And you're getting that advice, and these people, this person who you're telling to advice, it seems to be very stable, because you've got the tree in the back over here, they've come up there, they're quite far up the career ladder. If this is a father figure and you're asking advice about whatever you should be doing in your life right now, so that person is pretty stable, but you are going to somebody higher, some higher authority, somebody that you respect a lot, and you're asking them for some advice and starting off something brand new. So advice on starting off something brand new. Maybe they're inspiring you to actually do that as well. So what's happening for you now? There is a home move over here. You can see there's the Chariot card over here. And although this is usually the card of victory and accomplishment and achievement, from the previous energy read and the fact that your home life seems to be very unsettled, the Chariot card talks about moving home. So it looks like you are moving home. You are going to be shifting, or you're going to be buying a new place somewhere, and you're definitely relocating with this Chariot card, and that seems to be the thing that comes into focus. You're getting support from somebody as well, some kind of advice, some kind of intervention. Somebody that who is supportive. So that's crossing that card over here. So that means that you might be leaving your family home, leaving this King of Cups behind. So whoever this person is, you might be leaving behind a water sign person and moving on. Relocating, moving home. This is an older person. But generally with this cup being offered, it's generally advice. So sometimes it could be a medical person. So you could be getting advice from a doctor or getting advice from some kind of counselor. But you are moving home. You are definitely taking the reins and you're launching off on your own. So you've got the Knave of Pentacles over here. You've been very focused on your money and your work and your earnings, and you've been learning a lot as well. So maybe you've been involved in some kind of training, some kind of studying, but it's all about the money, and you've been focusing on all of that in last year. So going into the future, in the last 3 months rather, you've got the Five of Cups over here. So something's happened. It was a very emotional situation. There's a lot of disappointment, a lot of regret. You've been let down really badly by somebody. Maybe you've had a loss as well. So there has been some kind of loss that has been incurred. There were many obstacles as well that you had to face, many difficult decisions that you had to make, being left out in the cold over here. And although you have these two cups standing, so there's some responsibilities that you have to, or you need to take care of. You're sort of a bit distraught in this last 3 months and haven't been dealing with things very, very properly. So there's a lot of disappointment, regret, upset, misery, crying, feeling alone, unsupported, that going on. And you feel like you've made some kind of sacrifice, some kind of, it's almost as though you feel like the universe turned on you, and you've been punished for something that you didn't do. And it seems like somebody's cutting the cord. So you've been, maybe a relationship broke down. This is usually a turning point. So this has been some kind of big event. You were almost yanked out. This hand is yanking this person out from what would probably be a very stable situation, because this person's naked. It's almost like a newborn baby being pulled out from the womb, with the umbilical cord still attached. So you still have connection with this person that you are broken off with, but it seems like you've been yanked out of that situation and you're left there to fend for yourself. Now this person's got arrows in their hands and they don't even know how to use it, or they can't even point it in any direction. So you're feeling as though you can't even make any plans. Whatever situation has left you so unhinged that you can't seem to deal with it now. And it was something that you could not control. This hand seems to have come out and yanked you out. And even though you're connected, it doesn't, the connection doesn't seem to be going anywhere. So maybe you're not making any inroads connecting with this person that you were involved with, or the person that you were separated from. But it seems to be like a very traumatic separation that happened. So you've got the Emperor card over here, and you're dealing with, you're either trying to take back your authority, or you could be dealing with a legal situation over here. The Emperor is a card ruled by Mars, but it also is a card that signifies the law, a decision, a judgment, something being made, and you're having to deal with an outcome for a court case, something to do with that. Then you got the Judgment card over here. So this is definitely a legal situation that you're dealing with at the moment. The Judgment card over here is about renewal, revival, starting afresh. So whatever that has happened, you had to do it. You are forced into making a decision, and you're now going through a renewal. There's been a loss. With the Judgment card, there generally is a loss and need now to make a decision about which way to go now. It seems like you were dealing with very aggressive people. So whatever that situation was, it was almost like a war situation that you dealt with. It seems like there was some kind of legal intervention within this situation, and it seems like now you're having to deal with the loss, and it's a renewal phase. You will get through it because you've got the rainbow over here, and you've got these ships going across this rainbow. You can see there's a lot of it's almost like a very aggressive card in this particular spread, with all these people carrying swords, but moving on, having to make sacrifices and move on, having to let go of things, but definitely ending cycles or ending a situation. And it looks like it was a legal kind of ending. The Lovers card is coming on around you, so you're having to make a choice. You will have to decide which way to go, what to do next, and which choice is going to be best for you. Depends on what suits you for this particular moment. So follow your heart. Make the choice that is going to be best for you, and don't consider anybody else. This is a very important choice. This is going to be a decision that you make that's going to affect you for the rest of your life. So this is the one that decides which pathway you go down. So make sure that you do a lot of planning and think very carefully about what you're going to do next. Consider it. And you do want to start afresh. You've got the Ace of Cups over here. Maybe you're waiting for that person to give you an apology, but maybe that, this is what your hopes are. But it looks like you want to start afresh. You want to just end things off and just start afresh. The Ace of Cups is generally after, the Ten of Cups, and that's generally a family situation, a marriage situation. So this could have been, something where there's a divorce or separation, and you now wanting to start all over again. You've got the Devil card over here, the Two of Pentacles, and you've got the Strength card over here. So you might have been dealing with a Capricorn person. So somebody, the Devil card is always about, the energy of the Devil is ruled by Capricorn. So you could be dealing with a person who's a Capricorn. You could also be dealing with a situation where there was a lot of lies, a lot of deceit, a lot of nasty behavior, and you were almost held hostage in it. Things were kept from you, and things were kept out of the light. So you could have been dealing with that. You got this man walking in the dark, and so maybe you were dealing with a situation and you didn't know anything much about what was going on, and you a lot of people spoke a lot of untruths. So like I said, a lot of deception, a lot of lies, and you being bound in that situation against your will. So you were tied up in a situation that you couldn't control. You were not given all the information, and it kept you in subservience. So that's the situation that you seem to be coming out of right now. You've got the Two of Pentacles over here, so you need to make a choice about what to do. Maybe this is deciding what to do with your things, or what to do next, or what project to do next, or what to do about money. So maybe you are deciding about money issues and how to sort your financial issues out. Maybe you are having a little bit of financial problems. It looks like there is somebody there that's going to be helping you sort things out. So a need to actually, you're getting together and asking for some advice from somebody, and asking for some help from somebody, and here you got people stirring the pot over here. So you should be hearing, this card in this deck is about hearing news as well about that particular situation. So it looks like you're leaving that situation. Maybe you are still deciding how to leave that situation, how to unhook yourself. You're certainly juggling a lot of things. But you're very, very, you're working pretty hard. Maybe you're trying to juggle your work and this emotional situation that is going on, and that is why it's showing up at the Two of Pentacles. Your home life and the home situation and your home security, because it seems like, it's either to stay or go with this card of Two of Pentacles, whether you stay in the situation, whether there's any security over here, whether it's a home for you, or move out. And you seem to be facing the Devil over here, that kind of energy. So it seems like maybe you are trying to decide, and somebody's helping you. So even if you decide to move, it seems to be like somebody's helping you. But also, this could be, that whatever situation you are in, somebody's stirring it up. So that means that, there's a lot of problems going on in it. The Two of Pentacles is about choice, but it's also not a very nice card, because it's not a stable situation. It's up and down. So maybe there are good times in that situation and bad times, and you're having a lot of problems with it. But you've got the Strength card over here. So this is having to have make a big decision and facing a difficult situation. But you have the strength to sort it out, because you can see this is Thor picking up the paw of this cat. So you will be able to sort it out. But whatever big decision you make is going to rock everybody's world. It's going to be something that they didn't expect you to do. So whatever you're going to do is going to, cause a lot of ripples. And it's going to cause a lot of effects, and you have the strength to actually sort it out. You can sort through the situation quite nicely, because you do have the strength to sort it out. So it seems like there's some legal separation going on. There's a change, a turning point that you're reaching in your life. You are dealing with really, there's a decision that you have to make over here. You've got the Two of Pentacles over here, as well as this Lover's card over here, showing that there is definitely a choice that needs to be made. And it looks like, you want to move off into something else. You are asking for some advice, it seems. And trying to get an idea about what to do next. So this is the Animal Tarot, and it says the Queen of Autumn, which says you will be given advice that is both practical and creative, and it should be followed precisely. Focus upon the positive in every situation or person. So this advice is coming to you, and it's going to be very positive, but you must follow that advice that you're getting. So it seems like you are going and getting advice, maybe about your work, but it also seems like you're getting advice from people around you that are going to be helping you make a move or make that decision. And you've got the Release card, which says it's time to release the past and to move to something new. This ending is the first step to the way to a happier future. So it looks like the situation is coming to an end. The separation is happening over here. It looks like there will be a legal conclusion to that particular situation. And it looks like you are going to be moving on. There is a Release card, but you are going to be moving on. And you've got the Seven of Summer over here, which says it's time to stop procrastinating and make a decision so that you can move forward with a priority. If you need to do more research, then do so, but don't overthink the situation. Listen to your heart. So it looks like here with the Seven of Summer, you need to move on, and Libra does have a tendency not to want to make a decision that's going to upset people. You are very nice like that. You don't like to upset the boat, and you don't like to upset people. But there comes a point in your life where you need to make a decision that is good for you. So even though you look around you and you think that I can't do this because this would cause too much of problems for people around me, it is time to look after yourself, and it is time to make a decision so that you can move forward. And so it is time for you to take the reins and look after yourself. You look after yourself first, and then you start looking around to look after others. So, whatever decision you make, don't procrastinate about it. Make the decision and do it. And this is the way you're going to bring happiness. Otherwise, you will, you'll prevent that happiness from coming in. You will block it to yourself. So it looks like there is some kind of decision. This might be a decision regarding work or money or property. Because this is Pentacles, it's about material things. And it looks like you've got the Lover's card over here. So there is a choice, a decision that you need to make. So stop procrastinating and, take the chance and make that decision, and make a decision so that you can be happy. Because that's all we have in this life, a need for happiness, and that is what we should be aiming for. So I hope that this reading has resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Leave me some comments if it has. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.